Hi, and welcome back to Gal Who Cares, episode 21, with Isha,
Simran,
and Ria.
So on today's episode, we are actually going to be announcing that it is our
1 year anniversary. So a year ago today, we actually met, which is crazy.
It is absolutely, like, it's insane.
How has it been a year?
A year.
No.
And like, for you guys that probably don't know, we did not know each other. Like,
At all.
Yeah,
at all.
exactly. And
Like-
to see, like, we went from strangers to this.
yeah.
Like, we know so
Even
much about...
enemies, like literal enemies.
Talk about it.
I don't know if you guys know. I don't even know if it's relevant, but me and Isha had a...
We went to the same uni, but she's older than me. I'm the baby of the group. And
We just had a mutual dislike for each other for no reason
literally
whatsoever.
no reason.
But do you know what that shows? That, like, brown girls have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
Because I
It
feel
was
like...
through gossip though. Like,
Yeah.
people would say like, oh, that other blonde girl. And then like, I would clock that like, oh, so they're on about her. So every time I saw her out, like just saw her in the library, whatever, in my head, from what people have said, I'm like, yeah, I don't like her. Like, she's actually like gossiping about me. But she's probably said absolutely nothing about me. I've not said anything about her, but we just would look at each other and just, there was no, like,
it was like, I know you don't like me, so I don't like you. And you don't like me, so we just don't like each other. But I do think that's like a tendency that brown girls have.
Yeah.
They're just quite competitive in that way. And it's like, they're not very friendly. And not all of them, but just in general, I think a lot of girls are like
I think
that.
what we do is we jump to
Conclusions.
Yeah, and we're just judgmental people. It's in our culture. I mean, we see it with like older generation. We judge, and I know it's such a bad thing. Like, and we actually need to stop doing it because, like, I mean, look, a friendship's been built here. We've made so many memories, and that could have like not happened. But yeah, so as we were saying, it's our 1 year anniversary today. And
we want to go through like how the year's been for us and what we've achieved so much.
Honestly.
We actually have.
Yeah.
And we've grown so much as well, I think, individually and as a group.
Yeah, and we've gone through a lot together, like
quite a lot.
mentally, physically, like just a lot. And it's kind of crazy because like, so we started this podcast obviously because of certain events that had happened in, you know, our lives and stuff. And, you know, I put a story out there wanting to create this thing, and Ria, the girl from London, no contact with ever. She's just a person on my social media. She's sat here right now, part of a group of girls that, you know, are doing something good. Same with Simran. Like, it's just crazy. And so, you know, I think it was our first FaceTime. No, you went on the FaceTime, weren't you?
I was in Japan.
It was me and Isha.
Yeah, them two FaceTime.
That was our first time meeting over the phone. And I was like, I like this girl. Like, okay, my actual first opinion on Ria was she's a bitchy girl. This is from her Instagram, right? I was like, she's a bitchy girl. Like, nah, I just get bitchy vibes from her. But I was like, wait, no, but I can't. But I have to give her a go. Plus, I didn't know her. So I was like, I don't want anyone that I'm friends with to be a part of this. So I gave it a go. And I was like, oh my God, she's actually so nice. And then Simran, we hadn't actually been able to FaceTime because she was on holiday. But then we just met you for the first time, didn't we?
Yeah, and everything ran smoothly.
Yeah, I got off at Euston and I didn't even know, like, I didn't even know what you looked like. And
I was like, I think this is Ria, but I don't know. So
I think that's Simran.
Because I was running late.
Yeah, you were late. And then you two had met and we hadn't. So I remember seeing you stood there and I was like, are you Ria? And you were like, are you Simran?
And then I was like, okay.
I don't know. I
So it started off from that awkward, like, are you Simran? Are you Ria?
I'd literally never seen you in my life. And I just knew your name and that was it.
Yeah.
Which is
I'd seen your TikTok before. The cute one.
But that's kind of funny though, because it's like, obviously I didn't clearly like mention to you guys like, oh, I said obviously there's two girls, that is you two, but obviously like we didn't really have any of a conversation before that.
Do you know the funniest thing, Isha? When you told me Simran, I went through your following and I tried to see every single Simran. And there were like probably 4 Simrans, and I was like, which Simran is this going to be? Which one is this going to be?
To be fair, I didn't even do that. I don't think I even knew about your Instagram or anything, so I just went in there blind.
I just put I don't think I made a group chat then.
You had, but
Or did I?
No, you hadn't. No, we had a Snap one.
Snap.
But
So
we didn't have that.
I knew what your Bitmoji looked like, and that was it.
Literally, I knew a bit more.
That is crazy. Honestly, it's actually crazy. And then so we did that, did our first episode.
I remember shooting in the cafe, and oh my God, the quality was,
It was
bad.
so bad.
I don't know how we thought that was going to work.
I know.
We were in like the loudest cafe ever. There was children screaming in the back, and we were like, "Yeah, we're going to talk about our problem." No,
we didn't know.
We were sat there talking about mental health, and there was like
it just
chaos
did
in
not
the back.
work. Like,
yeah, I mean, the concept was there, but it wasn't.
it just the mics, everything. It was not thought out well.
No, but like we were that was literally
was
our
our-
first.
yeah.
First time ever doing something like that.
Yeah,
We-
I gotta
yeah.
give it to us for trying.
At least we tried, and look where we are now.
exactly.
We have our own studio.
We have a studio.
Thriving. We're hosting events, guys.
Yes, stay tuned.
We've got something so exciting going on.
No, literally.
And we hosted our own speed dating event a couple
Yeah,
weeks
we've been
ago.
in a music video.
We've been in a music video.
all three of us together.
Yeah.
What else have we done?
We didn't-
Literally.
Oh, we went to that other podcast place and we did their podcast.
We've been invited places as like VIPs.
Yeah. Oh my
We've
god, we
met-
even got to be on stage with Be Young.
Yeah.
That is like my highlight.
Literally, like we've actually done so much.
And Reki, I don't even know who Reki was, but everyone, my brother texted me, he was like, oh my god, you're on stage with Reki. And I was like,
Wait, Becky was who's?
Who's Reki?
he was the one in the tracksuit and he was singing.
Was he the one that Arjani Aja?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
I think it was Arjani Aja because someone told me like you're on stage with the Arjani Aja guy, and I was like, what?
How did we not know?
I don't know, but
The
he
guy in
was...
the red tracksuit.
No, that was Metz.
Oh, yeah,
no, not him. No, Reki. He was like in a grey tracksuit and he was like singing, rapping, like a rapper kind of style, Punjabi. And then, no, maybe not Punjabi, I don't know, but it was brown. And my brother texted me, was like, you're on stage with Reki. I was like, who's that? And then one of my friends, he was like, oh my god, I can't believe you're on stage with Reki. And I was like, I actually do not know who Reki is. Like, please explain.
Wow.
And then I realised and then I listened to his songs and I was like, oh, he's actually a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
did not
We've
know
done
that.
so much in this 1 year.
Yeah.
Literally. But
We
it was also because of you guys watching and supporting
Yeah.
as well, especially our brown girls.
Yeah, literally. We have to say a massive thank you to all of you girls, but also just everyone, our guests, you know, even people who have not come on the podcast but have given us opportunities. I have to give a massive shout out to AXJ, DJ AXJ. You have been honestly amazing.
So
You've done
supportive.
so much. Obviously, Saxo Singh for coming onto the podcast.
Yeah.
Kim Bajwa, we can't forget you.
DJ Gills.
DJ Gill,
all of
yes.
our special guests. We appreciate you so much. And yeah,
It's
what a
honestly
slay.
been amazing. And obviously this event that's happening, we have to say thank you to him, but we obviously
we can't share that
share
yet.
that news yet. Even Desi Room, you know, thank you to Desi Room. Desi Fever, we have to thank Desi Fever too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that we could sit here and thank, to be honest, but all of you have made our journey incredible. Like,
and it's only going to get better.
exactly.
Stay tuned for next year because we have so much
We have
planned.
so much plans.
So many exciting things.
And also, if you guys want to come on the podcast, please, our DM's open. Just text us.
Yeah.
We do our best to respond.
We only do this, 3 of us. We have no excuse not to respond. We're all chronically
Literally.
online. So, like,
But yeah, honestly, and like even like to some of you guys that have, you know, we've received messages. There was this one individual and he sent this like booklet about his life and what he was going through, and reading that honestly melted my heart. And you know who you are, but it was so nice to know that we're doing good. Like for him to have the confidence to send it was amazing. And you know, there's so many girls out there that have contacted us saying like, oh, I was going through this, or could you talk about this topic? And it just melts my heart to know that people actually really care. And even I have to give a massive shout out to my cousin, her little girl. She's been showing her like certain clips that she thinks are suitable for her as well. And it's just nice that all age groups can watch us and
because
understand
that's what we
us.
wanted. We wanted to create a safe space, and the fact that we've been able to do that, and we've seen like people are now comfortable to speak to us. That's exactly what we wanted. So
I was getting emotional earlier today thinking about it being a year.
because Ria realised it's been a year.
But no,
yeah, what an
honestly,
amazing year.
yeah.
Like, emotional, but in a happy sense. That like I've met 2 amazing girls who I can speak my heart out to, and then we've got such a good community out there as well, and just being able to make a little difference. Even
And
if it's small.
we've got to say also a massive thank you to Junction 2 Records for letting us use their studio.
Yeah.
They've been a massive help. Honestly, we couldn't do it without you guys as well. So Direct Wiz, thank you. And also our parents. Our parents have been honestly so supportive.
literally.
Our number 1 fans, I'd say.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's just, honestly, from my parents to Ria's parents to Simran's parents, grandparents, you guys have been amazing.
Yeah,
So we
and our
have to thank
friends,
you.
everyone, literally anyone who shares, reposts, even watches. We
Even just a
appreciate
like
you.
means
Yeah.
so much.
Honestly, we're so thankful. And yeah, I'm so excited for what's going to come.
How do you guys think we've all changed in this year? Start with you,
I think
Ria.
we should start.
Oh my god, each other.
We should do each
Yeah.
other.
Okay, no. Okay, yeah, go on then. Okay, I'll start. Oh no. Okay, so I think. Right, so how have you guys changed? I think Simran, Oh, I think you've actually become more confident in the sense that when we first met you, I was like, oh, she's so confident and bubbly online. But in person, you were actually quite shy and like more timid.
Yeah.
But I think you're actually more how you are on social media in real life now. I think you've generally had a good confidence boost. I think
I definitely agree with that, to be honest, because everyone who ever meets me in person, they're like, I expected you to be a lot more like outgoing, because on my social media I am, but in person I'm very reserved, especially when you first meet me. But I definitely think this podcast has helped my confidence a lot. Like, I was not comfortable with talking a lot before, but now I am, and I've just noticed that, like, even when we do street interviews,
I was gonna say, like, we would always be like you should go speak to them, go and ask them. But now I'm like, Simran, go. Like,
Simran,
and you actually do. Like, you go out your way to go speak to them first.
Like, I feel like that definitely has helped, because you bump into anyone and you start speaking to them. And even with like hosting the events, like, I don't think I would have been able to speak in front of that many people before, but I definitely can now. And I'm definitely more confident, and it's thanks to you guys.
Yeah. So I think that's one thing I'd say. Ooh, another thing. I think she's changed her hair colour as well. I think she's gone blonder.
Yeah, I have actually.
I think you've experimented with your hair more.
Yeah, and even with your outfits as well.
To be fair, your fashion sense has changed.
You know, I told you this last time, and I was like, I feel like it's so much more. I just really like it. Not that I didn't like it before. But it's so much more like cuter and
more
stuff.
fashionable.
Extra cute.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Like the tops and stuff you choose are like more extra, like more cute, nice. Like there's like they're fancy. You know, they're nice. Whereas
I guess that's from you guys.
Before you used to wear like just like a white crop top. That's it. Like plain white. That's it.
With jeans, or like a grey one, and then now.
Thanks, guys. You've inspired me. You fashionistas have rubbed off on me, so I could thank you guys for that.
Aww. Ria, have you changed? Okay. Well, number one, social media.
Yeah.
She was a ghost on social media. Like, you had no social media, like, in that sense, only Instagram.
Yeah.
You've made your own TikTok page now. Like, I think social media, you've become a lot more confident in that.
You've become more confident.
I do agree with that.
I think you relied on what people say on social media, whereas now you kind of post things and you're not so worried about what they're going to say. You've allowed this podcast we talk about having confidence, and you've understood what you're telling people, and you've took that on board yourself because you have a lot more confidence now.
I fully agree with that. Before, I'd be so scared to post any TikTok. I'd be like, okay, this person's going to say this and that. And I just sat in the train this morning. And she was like, how did you do that? I was like,
I ain't going to do that.
I saw you post one, and I was like, I can't even do that.
Which one was it?
Like, there was a lady side-eyeing you in the back. And I was just like, how did she do that? I take my phone away as soon as someone
I can't do a selfie on the train.
And the fact that you went like you act like that now, and before, like, you'd never be on TikTok or like it's a big change for you as well.
Guys.
You're definitely more confident, which is good.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so my turn. Well, so I basically said about you, like, being more confident. I'm trying to think how else you've changed.
You just say another thing.
Okay, let me think.
Oh, you've embraced like your beauty more, like
and even like your hair and stuff. Like, before you'd be like straightening a lot, but now you're embracing your natural curls.
So like you're more happy with how you look, which is a good thing.
100%. I think I'm a lot more happy with how I look,
and I think you're just like, I don't know,
you come out your comfort zone, like
a lot.
Definitely.
I think maybe you were a bit more like reserved, and like, because you were at the time just used to like London and all of that, but now like you've been traveling to Leicester, you've been coming to Birmingham, you're like out of your comfort zone, trying new things, like hosting. You've obviously never done that before.
No.
So I think the same, like, confidence.
Yeah,
definitely.
Isha. Oh no.
The thing is, like, I feel like you've always been confident.
Yeah, I've always just been a chatterbox.
Yeah, like you were outgoing then, you're outgoing now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, it's a hard one, guys.
I don't know. What do you think, Ria?
I think, for me personally, but I've seen a lot more of an emotional, softer side to Isha as well. Because like when I first met her, I thought, she's like, which is a really good thing as well. Like, she's rock hard, confident and stuff. But the more and more I've gotten closer to her, I've realized that there's like a really sweet emotional side to Isha as well. And she's able to let that out a lot more, and how she's feeling, and like how she's feeling, like how anyone's feeling is not a wrong thing. Whether you're overthinking or anything, like the posts and stuff on Instagram that I've been seeing you've been putting on Girl Who Cares. So just letting people know that how you're feeling, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I think I have to agree. I think I've been more vulnerable and open.
Yeah,
I 100%. Thought there'd be like a wall there. I had this idea of creating a podcast, but I did think I'd hide things.
I think at the start you were more like, reserved and like you didn't show that side to you. But I think as we've done more things and like spoken about different topics, you kind of brought that out, which is good because you should speak about that.
100%.
So yeah,
I think also like with you guys as well, like I'm not so open with like getting to know people in like a friendship way as well. Like I'm very, because of everything that's happened, I find it hard to trust people, but I've actually managed to trust you to like build this massive connection. So I think I would say one thing that I've kind of changed in would be definitely allowing myself to become more confident with you two and open up. I literally told you about some really emotional things, like everything that I've been going through recently, you know, and I don't think I would have been able to speak to just two girls that I've met through work basically, but it's more than work, it's more than a friendship. And so I think that's one thing I've learned and kind of worked with her.
I've gained two really amazing friends who I can literally tell anything to. That's crazy to believe, but
it's honestly, I think one thing we've learned, we can all say, is if you have an idea, go and do it. Go chase those dreams, even if you think it sounds unpredictable, it sounds like it's just gonna fail completely. Doesn't matter. Go and do it and see what comes from it, because something will come from it. And honestly, we've had hurdles. I remember there were times, I mean, I've told you girls this, when I literally was thinking like, nah, I want to end this podcast because it's just not going how I wanted it to. There's too much stress. Like, we're not shooting enough. We're not getting the podcast space, this, that, blah, blah, blah. The following, the videos, taking them down because it's not doing enough. Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't. And I have to thank them too, because I was giving up. They weren't. You know, you have to have the people who are always going to be
motivate you.
Yeah, they were my motivation. And same, if any of them were to be down, I'll be their motivation. We work as a three and we work really well together. And I think that's one thing. You can't always achieve things by yourself.
No.
It's a lot harder than what you might think.
Yeah.
But having three people has actually honestly been amazing.
Yeah. And I think like when you start something, it's so hard, like it's so easy to be a perfectionist. And when things aren't going your way, you're like, okay, I'll just end this, because it's so much easier to give up than keep going. And also like, it might sound delusional at the time, but when it's actually done, then you realize like, I'm so glad I started it. And it's going to sound crazy to people if it's still kind of in the works, but then once it's done and once you can see the difference you're making, that's when you know like you made the right decision. But yeah, I think we've all become so much more confident and definitely all grown as people
100%.
this whole year. So we can thank you guys for that, and we can thank each other.
Yeah, 100%. Like we said, we thank everyone, and we can't wait to see what this next
year brings. It's going to be amazing. So stay tuned.
There's no getting rid of us yet.
No, not for another 10 years.
Literally, we're going to be bigger and better, and soon we'll be bigger than what they called it. Is that what they called? It's a podcast. Have you not heard of them?
No.
They're really funny.
Oh, they're so good. But we're going to get that. Or we'll be the female version of them. But
and there's like loads of things changing in our life. Restarting work. Big girl jobs.
Scary job now, 9 to 5, 5 days in a week. Graduating soon as well. And so is Isha. But yeah, the podcast still goes on.
It will, no matter what, it'll always go on.
Yeah. But thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
We love you and we appreciate you. So keep with us on this journey for the next year and forever, to be honest.
Literally. And like we said, if you want to come on, we're not girls that are bitchy. We're not girls that are, you know, we are open to talk to you guys. So please reach out to us, because we want to hear your stories. Even if it's just genuinely the smallest things, like you think there's a problem with your boyfriend, talk to us about it. You're having an argument with your brother, tell us. We want to hear it. We want to hear from the deepest, darkest secrets to literally the funniest things. We're not a sad podcast. We're a happy podcast too. So we talk about fun things, sad things, crazy things. Everything. As you can see, our personalities are so different, but we work so well together. And we hope you guys have enjoyed watching us.
Slay.
Bye.